Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2022 and another part of our Aston Martin Road to Glory career mode. Today, we are back with Monza, and it's going to be an exciting one, hopefully. Last time out, we had perhaps the most dramatic race of the series so far, so make sure you go and check it out with the playlist that is available on the channel. All 15 episodes so far will be available on there, and I just want to say once again, I always say it, but thank you for the support. It really does mean the world to me, so thank you very much. Keep getting involved down in the comments section, keep hitting that like button, and of course, if you haven't already, subscribe for daily F1 Manager videos. So let's get ourselves immersed into the action then. We have got a regulations vote happening today, so we will have a look at that in a minute. Exceeding expectations, which is good. That's fine. We've got a new ATR period, so we will set off some research tasks, which will be good. Our new side pods have been manufactured. The engine is in poor condition. Oh no. Oh dear. Has Vettel's brand new engine exploded? Oh no. Oh no. Well, that is a huge shame, isn't it? Of course, in the last episode, Vettel had a huge smash up, and it has destroyed his engine, essentially, so I think we're going to have to take another new engine, aren't we? And we will install that ready for Monza. We are going to take one with Nico Hülkenberg as well. I know it's not ideal to be starting both cars from the back, but yeah, it looks like his ERS has took a big hit as well. So, I mean, it was an absolutely huge crash for Sebastian. But yeah, both cars are going to be starting from the back of the grid, so there's that. New gearbox, of course. Let's get all of that sorted out. There we go. So yeah, they'll both be starting from the back of the grid. Now, what we are going to do is use it in practice, use the oldest one possible, so that we've got the fresh stuff for qualifying. That should be absolutely fine. So we use that and that, although that one is slightly more worn. So we use those for qualifying, and then of course that's fine. That's absolutely fine. So we'll get those used up in practice. Although that's looking rather awful. If we have a gearbox failure in practice, it happens. So I'm basically just trying to avoid us messing up. You can see we've only got 2 chassis now, so we are going to have to sort that out. So let's manufacture 2 of those for the next Grand Prix. That's fine. What else are we struggling for? Warehouse-wise, front wings. So manufacture 2 of them. Annoyingly, Drugovich did crash in FP1 last time, and that's where Vettel lost his front wing. We need 1 more side pod and 1 more suspension. So let's get those built. But this is exactly why, you know, you need to make sure that you've got some money in the bank. That's exactly what we've done, which is good. Right. Driver-wise, nobody has got a development point. Neither has anybody else. Let's have a little look and see if we can go ahead and sign somebody on a pre-contract yet. For example, Fernando Alonso. No, Not just yet. Not just yet. Okay. Cool. Right. On to inbox then. So there's still stuff to read about. Low morale. Chris Cronin's low morale, and so is Andrew Green. Which is a shame. Let's have a look at the regulation vote then. So, they are looking at financial regulations. We've noticed the potential for smaller teams to be priced out. So we propose a lower cost cap to keep all teams on a level playing field. So moving it down to 136. Let's vote in favour of that. I think we want to keep the costs of F1 down. I think that's a good idea. Let's have a little look at doing some research then on other parts of the car. So we've got some front wing stuff. Did we say we were going to look at rear wing? I think we did, didn't we? So we'll do some of that. And do some of that. That's fine, I think. A quarter should be okay. Now, how long will this take? So 50 days, but if we put a big focus on it, it'll take 80 days and be in place by the end of the season. Put 2 engineers on it. Cool. Awesome. This music sounds like Motorsport Manager. It's quite creepy, really. Right, let's continue on. Inbox, race preview, race prep. That's fine. Performance targets. So they're expecting us to reach Q2. I'm actually not going to put any of that in there. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Right, let's go to the Italian Grand Prix then. And go and enjoy ourselves. Hopefully. Starting from the back of the grid.
Welcome
it's going to be tough.
In the fast lane. We're here at Monza in Italy, the home of Ferrari. But who will take home the points this weekend? Let's find out as we get started with the Italian Grand Prix. Monza, a centurion among circuits, dripping with motorsport history. Expect to see cars fly by as 80% of the track is tackled at full throttle. It's not all go, however, and brakes can be prone to overheating through the tight chicanes that Monza has to offer. With the season nearly concluded, time is running out for the teams. Can anyone make a last-minute breakthrough? Can the leading drivers hold on? Only time will tell. Okay then, let's get to it.
Okay then, so first things first, we'll get into practice and I'll see you guys ready for qualifying. Not that we're going to do much of it, but hopefully we have some good pace in practice.
Oh, and thank you for joining us as our race weekend unfolds. Free practice has concluded and qualifying awaits. We've already seen a lot of excitement building since Formula One arrived in town, and today's qualifying is sure to be no exception. Success may stem from a well-prepared strategy, or a driver capable of incredible audacity. Put it this way, there simply is no surefire recipe for victory. There's not much left to say, so let's get into it.
Okay, here we are then, down for qualifying. And Sebastian Vettel, P7 in practice 3. Nico Hülkenberg down in 17th. It's going to be interesting to see which driver comes out on top this weekend, actually. If we have a look in practice 2, Sebastian Vettel was actually behind Nico Hülkenberg, probably for the first time this year. So it's interesting. I think it is pretty close out there. A penalty was issued. So we've got a 3-place grid penalty. I'm not entirely sure what that's for. But yes, we need to go and switch up his engine. And ERS. We're going to go for completely fresh on that. And maybe the 3-place penalty was for the incident in the last Grand Prix that we had with... I can't remember who. Was it Daniel Ricciardo? I think it was. Yeah, Hulkenberg with his fresh engine as well. And we're not really going to feature too much in qualifying. We might have a go in Q1 about halfway through with both drivers, but it's all about race day for me at this point. And certainly setup wise, we're trying to make sure that our straight line speed is as optimal as it can be. And that's a pretty good setup. It's not perfect. There is gains to be found, but yeah, here we go. We're going to go into qualifying with our brand new engines and hope for the very, very best that we can make our way back through the field.
Okay, 1, 2, loud and clear.
So let's let them make a little inroad into this session. And then we're gonna send them both out at almost identical times to try and get a little tour here. So I'm really intrigued to see if it does make any difference, the tow on this game, because I haven't really seen any evidence of it just yet. But we will see. I've put Vettel out first because Vettel will most likely be quicker. So hopefully Hulkenberg can be strung along. And I'm really hoping that we don't come across any sort of traffic. Although Sainz is definitely going to be doing that. Let's just have a look at... Yeah, there you go. I mean, Hulkenberg 3.23, Vettel 3.25. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, let's hop on board with Vettel. Is Hulkenberg going to get past as well? Nope. Oh, right in front of the Lesmos. That is pathetic. The traffic on this game is incredibly frustrating. It really is. We'll see what sort of time Vettel can put in here. It looks like it is going to be quicker than Ricciardo, at the very least. So here he comes, up to the line with our brand new fresh engine. And where's he going to go? 122.9. Hulkenberg only manages P3. I mean, to be fair, to only be 7/10 off after that much traffic, that's not too bad. Now, I don't particularly want to do another lap, but equally, you know, I feel like Hulkenberg deserves another crack at it. But he is going to be starting at the back anyway. But we might as well go back out there on the used soft tyres because they're not that worn, really. So we'll let all of them go out and sort themselves out. And then Vettel followed by Hulkenberg again. And we'll do one more lap on these used tyres. And we'll see exactly what we can do. This is going to be our one and only times, really. So let's see. Nico Hulkenberg, as he starts his second flying lap. We'll keep on board with him and Vettel. Vettel's time's usually better than Hulkenberg's, we know that. So flying through the first sector. Sebastian Vettel, what's his time going to be? 28.8. 29.04 Hulkenberg, so a tenth and a little bit off his teammate. just be nice for Hulkenberg to put in a representative time in this session. But remember, this is on used soft tyres. 27.4 plays a 27.5, but very close in that middle sector, half a tenth. And now, round Parabolica. Here he goes. Where's Sebastian Vettel going to finish? He goes up to the line. 22.8, pretty good time. 23.1 for Nico Hulkenberg. So 5th and 8th as it stands. Obviously, there's a lot to sort itself out, but that is going to be our lot from qualifying. It would be nice to see Hulkenberg get through to Q2, but I don't see it happening. But let's keep an eye on sector times. Oh, and there's a yellow in sector 2. What has happened in sector 2?
We've just had a spin.
It's Nicholas Latifi has had a spin in sector 2. Everybody's going to be slowing down now. Where is Latifi? He's there. He's in front of Russell, I think. So I don't think anybody's going to improve here. We'll keep an eye on middle sector splits. Russell's improving. Latifi certainly not. Here comes Fernando Alonso up to the line. Surely he's going to improve. Alonso comes up to the line. He goes 5th. Hamilton coming through now. Where's he going to end up? He's still 4th. Latifi coming through. I don't think he's going to get through to Q2. Latifi comes through. What about Russell? Russell goes up to 8th. Not as quick as Vettel. Sainz goes 2nd. What about Gasly? Gasly's through. Who's next over the line that could be in trouble? Bottas, I think, is the next one over the line in the drop zone. He's currently on 2 green sectors. Can he get himself through? Bottas up to the line. Oh, Bottas, excellent lap. Zhou Guan Yu, only 15th, but Hulkenberg does drop down. Magnussen and Mick Schumacher can't make it through, but Nico Hulkenberg is out of qualifying. He qualifies P16, but of course will go to the back of the grid. A little bit unlucky there, but you know, little improvements the whole time, and it's qualifying pace that really does let him down at the moment. Sebastian Vettel, I suppose we just go for the same soft tyres in Q2. Certainly don't really want to use much of this engine at all. Yeah, I think we just go for one lap towards the end of the session.
Ready to check?
So we'll let them sort themselves out.
Clear.
We'll see what they can do. We'll put Vettel out there as last man. Because, you know, if we can annoy somebody and knock them out of Q3, that would be rather nice. Our brand new fresh engine. Don't think it'll happen though. 8 minutes left in Q2. Verstappen leading the way. Alonso has definitely had a very good second half of the season so far, and definitely want to get him on board next season. Potentially we go for him and Pierre Gasly, and we let Hulkenberg go. As much as it would break me heart to have Hulkenberg out of Formula 1 again, at the very least I've had him back in. I've brought him back to life for a few more races. And we've enjoyed some of his racing, we really have. But his qualifying form in particular has not been good enough. Now, is Vettel going to make it to the line? Just about, I think.
Good session.
Yep. He is on a lap. But remember, he is on used soft tyres. So probably won't get anywhere near the rest of them. But we might as well see how he gets on. Such an awesome lap as Monza. Norris up in 8th. That's a good performance for McLaren so far. As he managed in the first sector. 28.8. What have other people done? I mean, that's fairly representative, to be fair. That is fairly representative. It's 10th quicker than Yuki Tsunoda, who's currently in P10. So we're looking at a 27.4 middle sector. And maybe a sort of low 26 final sector. 27.4 middle sector Vettel gets. Is Vettel going to knock out Esteban Ocon here? Is he going to manage it? It's going to take everything, I think, as he comes round Parabolica and up to the line. Can Sebastian Vettel get into the top 10 on used soft tyres that have already done 2 laps? Here he comes, up to the line. And he goes 11th. So close. He does go above Ocon, but can't get above Norris. But that is a fabulous performance from Sebastian Vettel in qualifying. And that shows us what value our new engine has given us. Because had we put new tyres on there, let's say 3/10, he's probably up ahead of Bottas, to be honest with you. But a decent showing. But we are, of course, going to the back of the grid. And we'll have to see how we get on.
And the time has come for these drivers to fight it out wheel to wheel.
Aston Martin performed well during the qualifying session, and they're rewarded with a good grid position for the race. Haas gave a solid performance in qualifying, and they'll be happy enough with their grid position here. Let's see if they can make it work for them. And the sky is looking grey and cloudy today. An effective tyre strategy could prove very valuable as the race plays out.
Well, one thing we do know, this race is going to be fast, and Monza is ready for it.
Okay, so here we go. We are ready. It is partly cloudy, apparently, for this Italian Grand Prix. Now, I didn't look at the expected strategies this weekend, annoyingly. So I don't know what to expect, really. We do have 50 odd laps, so hards are going to be a pretty good choice. Can we go for a soft medium? Or a medium soft? How's that looking? It's looking okay. Yeah, I mean, from the back of the grid, I think you want to be going medium softs, personally. We'll see how we get on, Sebastian, with that one. Nico Hulkenberg, meanwhile, we're going to go slightly more aggressive with him. If we edit that, push that on a little bit and up the ante, that should be fine. We'll go softs at the start of the race for Nico. And of course, we will pop in an extra lap of fuel for both drivers. See if that makes a difference, and we'll set them on full attack for the start of the race. This is going to be exciting. Of course, very, very tight into turn 1 here in Italy. So don't be surprised if there's a lot of incidents here.
A somewhat overcast day for the drivers, who've now taken position on the grid. And there's Sebastian Vettel. They'll be starting the race from the bottom half of the grid, so there's a fair bit of ground to make up. There's the second Aston Martin. They're starting in the bottom half of the grid today, so there's a lot of cars between them and the podium. And we're just moments away now.
Here we go then. We are ready
Here we are
for the Italian Grand Prix.
in Europe for this, the Italian Grand Prix. And it's lights
out. Away we go.
Away we go.
Let's hop on board straight away with Sebastian Vettel and see if he can make any positions as we head towards turn 1, although I do want to see the run down to turn 1 here. There they go. Is there going to be any incidents? 3 wide, and there wasn't a contact there between Perez and Verstappen. Has Perez damaged his front wing? I don't think so. And Hulkenberg has made it up to 17th. Good job from him at the start. Verstappen leads Charles Leclerc, who leads Perez. Sainz is fourth with Gasly in 5th.
Have just gained a race position.
And Hulkenberg up to 16th now. Somebody's locked up out there. And that was Kevin Magnussen who was locked up. And he's gone right to the back of the grid.
Doing a good job, that's going to help you.
So, Nico Hulkenberg up to 16th as it stands. Vettel up to 18th.
Aston
Nice.
Martin with a great play there.
Somebody else has ran wide now. Don't know exactly who it was, but Vettel's gone ahead of Latifi. So, nearer the front, Max Verstappen leading the way. Leclerc in 2nd, Perez 3rd. And Sainz coming and having a look at him in 4th. Hamilton currently in 7th place at the start of this Grand Prix. Let's keep an eye on his progress. He's having a little look at Fernando Alonso here. We'll hop on board with him and see what he can do in the early stages of this race. He's on the mediums, Alonso on the softs. Are we going to have a Spa round 2 here between these two? Not this time.
Good place.
Hulkenberg up to 15th, but Schumacher coming back. Looked like a little bit of contact perhaps with Zhou Guanyu ahead, but Hulkenberg past Schumacher for now. Vettel now on the back of his good friend Mick Schumacher. Can he overtake him? That's the question. And we are going to go down to standard for Vettel now and go on to neutral. Oh, and that's a spin for Mick Schumacher. That is a spin. I don't know if he ended up in the wall.
So back off.
Okay.
Drop back a bit.
Yeah.
So Sebastian Vettel up to 16th place. Hulkenberg, meanwhile, keeping an eye on these guys up top. We are going to go neutral now.
DRS enabled.
Going to swap back down to aggressive now.
Yeah, take it easy. Copy that.
We know we should be able to pass these guys with the DRS in a lap or so. Might be able to have a little gander down the inside. Isn't doing that. There are yellow flags somewhere in Sector 1. Somebody's locked up. And I can't work out exactly who that is. Daniel Ricciardo it was who locked up in Sector 1. Vettel in 15th, 1.7 behind Nico. Now, can we save up a little bit of ERS to have a go at these guys with the DRS? I don't think so. I think we wait until the main straight. Surely Zhou is going to get Tsunoda here, and that's going to give us an opportunity. Just stay back there. Now let's go. Here we go. Zhou Guanyu going around the outside of Yuki Tsunoda. I thought we were also going to go down the outside, but Tsunoda came back across to defend. This should be a decent run down towards Parabolica. Or at the very least, up towards turn 1. Heavy braking zones, of course. Not much of a lift there. That was insane from Nico Hulkenberg. DRS will be wide open here. Oh, this could be very, very tight. He's going to box himself in here. Can he go down the inside? No, he can't. So, a little bit tentative from Nico there. As Vettel watches on from behind. Well. Intense start to this Grand Prix. But Hulkenberg will just need to keep an eye on his tyres. Verstappen absolutely checking out at the front. Leclerc 2nd, Sainz 3rd, Perez in 4th at the moment. I think we're going to have to harvest, aren't we? Let's get harvesting to see if we can use some ERS. I thought Hulkenberg was going to go down the inside there. Maybe if we won attack, he would have. Which would have been risky. But starting from the back, up to 14th and 15th at the moment. We just certainly took that at the start of this Grand Prix. Now, Hulkenberg nearly dropped out of this 1 second window there. But I'm hoping, because he's got DRS, because he can push a little bit on the tyres. Well, mind you, he was having a little go. Tsunoda there has let him back through. Obviously still harvesting. And let's just have a little look at what tyres people have gone for. It's quite split. Most people have gone mediums. Some people have gone softs. Side by side now. And let's deploy. Let's deploy.
Energy if you need it.
Let's try and get ourselves back up towards Zhou Guanyu ahead. As Vettel is now closed in on Yuki Tsunoda, we're going to put him on to overtake. Let's see if Vettel can help out his teammate Nico. But yeah, the guys around us on medium tyres, we need to get past those. They are not on the same strategy in this race. Still got DRS. Vettel. It's not going to quite make it. Tsunoda also had DRS. Now Nico is in that window now, so we're going to drop back to neutral. And Vettel has passed Yuki Tsunoda. Not sure how he managed that. Maybe just with overtake. Oh! Yuki coming back at him. As we all have DRS now.
AlphaTauri gained a place.
And that's going to bring Hulkenberg nice and close again to Zhou Guanyu. On these soft tyres, as I say, needs to make inroads early in this Grand Prix. So, half a second behind Zhou. And then it's a further 2 seconds up to Ocon and Bottas, that battle there. But I tell you what, it sort of goes all the way to Gasly, that next little train of cars. So if we can get up involved in that DRS train, that certainly wouldn't be bad for us. And this could be the moment for Nico to catch and pass Zhou Guanyu. DRS enabled. Here we go. I had to back out of it, unfortunately. We are going to go overtake, so we might get him in the run down to Parabolica.
Yeah.
Here we go then. Let's go back to neutral because he's using far too much of his energy. Oh, having a little look. Now, should easily get him with DRS this time. Come on.
Use overtake.
Okay.
Oh, this is the problem. They break and then don't open up their ARS again, but he does do the little switcheroo there. Oh, this is going to be so close. This is decent though. From Hulkenberg, he goes round the outside. Good move.
Good job.
Very good move. Now back to neutral he goes. And now needs to push on.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
And try and close up that gap to Esteban Ocon. Vettel, meanwhile, still in this little group. Hulkenberg needs to try and defend from Zhou Guanyu. Isn't quite managing it just yet. But you can see they are battling up ahead. If we hop on board with Gasly, you can see this is a big group that we're coming up to. Gasly right on the back of Lewis Hamilton here. Oh my word. They are going to be cooking their tyres in this battling at the moment. Can Hulkenberg hold off Zhou Guanyu? It looks like he can. Vettel was having a little look there. Not quite though. So let's get harvesting. Let's drop that back down to aggressive, and then I think we absolutely push in a little bit. Well, how's Vettel's tyres doing? They're okay for now. Hulkenberg still harvesting. Here goes Vettel. Vettel goes down the inside of Tsunoda. That's a good move. Good stuff.
Aston Martin with a great play there.
We'll go back to neutral for Hulkenberg. Let's see. Sebastian Vettel now can try and close in on Zhou Guanyu. Zhou Guanyu having a look at Nico Hulkenberg. This is going to be tight going into turn 1. And Zhou is through.
Still a lot to play for.
Not perfect.
A position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Hulkenberg closing right in on him again though. Should get him in the run down to Ascari after the Lesmos. So here we go. Can he make a move? Try and do it without any ERS. DRS enabled. There he goes. And Vettel may well have a look as well. Can he go down the inside here? Yes, he can. Vettel goes down the inside of Ascari and is through. So we're 12th and 13th now. Which is very, very nice to see. So, Hulkenberg, can you now catch up to Lando Norris and co? Quite honestly, will Vettel overtake Hulkenberg here? He's got DRS open. Don't particularly want a battle. See who's got more pace. I mean, Hulkenberg's now within 3.3 of Norris. He's very quickly catching. And if he can slingshot Vettel forward as well, this could be very, very good. We'll keep an eye on Vettel, whether he's going to make a move. I feel like saying don't fight teammate. Because this, I think, will slingshot us towards Norris, although Vettel is going to get past Shuley here. Here we go, DRS enabled. They are pretty much equally matched. Yeah, good stuff. Let's just attack the tyres a little bit more.
We can push a bit more.
Yep.
See if we can get a bit of harvesting going in the middle of this lap. Is Vettel going to overtake Hulkenberg here? Doesn't look like it. It's very, very tight between them. I'm desperately trying to harvest some energy here. There's Vettel. And we go with DRS again. This time he's going to pass. Right. So let's see if Vettel can close up this gap between ourselves and Norris. We've got better top end speed, but it's all about the ERS that I'm worried about at the minute. Hulkenberg needs to drop that back down to that. Oh, and we have got yellow flags in Sector 2. Don't know exactly what's happened. Somebody ran wide.
I think someone's run wide.
It was Zhou Guan Yu, actually. Must have been only slightly wide.
Save fuel.
Yep.
We've both got the same amount of fuel, so I think we need to go balanced with Vettel as well.
So Sebastian, we are all okay on fuel, so you can do what you want for speed.
5 seconds behind Norris now. I'm trying to harvest our ERS up, but it's just not quite happening at the moment. Not managing to get into that full charge. And there goes Hulkenberg. So we're going to tell Hulkenberg to deploy,
Use energy.
push, and attack.
No saving required.
Yeah.
And we'll tell Vettel to do the same.
Use energy if you need it, use energy.
Copy.
See how quickly we can close down that gap to Norris. So let's see, let's zoom it forward. Knew Hulkenberg would look to that, so we're going to have to harvest with Hulkenberg. Back to neutral for Vettel. And I suppose we need to just zoom it on now. Put that on aggressive instead.
That sounds like someone's gone wide there.
Vettel in a better position in this Grand Prix than Hulkenberg at present. So some people coming into the pits. So Hulkenberg in the pit window. That'll currently up to P9. But Norris doing very, very well. I guess he's staying in that DRS train that goes all the way to Hamilton. He's not really got any right to be there, but because he can stay within DRS range, it's pulling him along in this Grand Prix. Let's keep going for now.
Energy's good.
Copy.
So Hulkenberg now has got some energy, I think. Let's keep it at that for now. It's been sort of following around in Vettel's DRS, recharging that. So a big couple of laps for Hulkenberg in terms of his race. Ultimately, we are going to have to save tyres on the mediums. I think Hulkenberg will get through here, and then once he does,
Good job, keep pushing.
well, let's go full attack. Let's go full deploy
Do everything you can, mate.
Copy.
and get him into the
happy
pits.
to lift and coast.
Copy.
So we'll go back to balanced with Vettel. We'll try and follow Hulkenberg, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. And that's fine. So next lap is going to be the big one. So we need to get everything out of these tyres. We're going to go on to the medium tyres and bring them straight in.
Box, box.
So here we go. Let's give it absolutely everything. Oh, Hulkenberg's locked up. What a plonker. Oh
big
dear.
lock up there.
Well. Might as well still go on attack for now.
You
So-
good to push?
Copy.
Vettel needs to stay out there as
Save
long as he
fuel,
can
save fuel.
Copy.
on those medium tyres, doing a very good job. So let's hop on board with Nico Hulkenberg, who will be coming into the pits this lap. And here he goes. Onto the medium tyres. Decent stop. Where's he going to come back out? There goes Ocon, Ricciardo, Schumacher, Bottas. He's going to come out ahead of Albon, surely. But now, completely ruined race, essentially. Vettel in clear air. Still doing a good job. So let's push that forward a bit. Vettel 6.5 behind Norris. His pit window will be opening in 5 laps.
I think there's been a lock-up.
Oh, Hulkenberg again has ran wide.
Look at that! They've run wide!
Not good. Not a good race so far for Nico Hulkenberg. That's for sure. After his heroics in Zandvoort, he's letting himself down today. Could very much do with a safety car to get him back into contention. That'll saving his tyres nicely. Slightly worse off than the people around him, but I think still doing a sterling job. Up in 8th place. Oh, but Hulkenberg should be looking to get past Albon.
Did somebody spin out?
Bottas has spun. But we've had no crashes yet in this race. As we say, Vettel is closing in on his pit window, but
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
personally, I think Vettel can push it a little bit longer and have those soft tyres fresher and being able to attack a little bit better towards the end. Hulkenberg has got past Albon and is comfortably pulling away from him. What we're looking at for Hulkenberg's medium tyres. Not bad. Okay. Let's keep going with Vettel as he's just entered his pit window. Along with presumably all of the other medium tyre runners.
Sounds like someone's locked up.
Sonoda's locked up and dropped even further behind Sebastian Vettel. Comes out just behind Carlos Sainz. He's doing a good job out there. It's lots and lots of incidents happening in that second sector.
We've just had a car run
Bottas
wide.
has ran wide as well. So, Perez and Sainz, can they battle with Norris? That's the question. 31 of 33. Norris is in the pits. Norris is in the pits. So now Vettel, absolute push.
Push now.
Oh no, that's
Copy.
Hulkenberg. Let's ignore that. We're going to attack. We're going to push. We're going to keep that on neutral low. And we'll see what we can do about Lando Norris. Is Norris going to get involved
Use
in
everything
this
from the tyres, use everything.
little battle?
Okay.
It's going to be very, very tight. Let's see what's happened. Oh, well, a little bit of contact, I think, there, was there? I'm not sure, but that's surely going to slow him down. So let's have a look at last lap times. So 26.5 for Ocon, 26.9 for Vettel. Vettel is going to be attacking in these next couple of laps. Norris did go onto the softs, but a used set of soft tyres. We've got brand new sets, of course. So can Ocon stay in front of Norris? It's going to be pretty tight. Norris is having a little luck. Doesn't happen though. I'll tell you what, some of these medium tyres are going to take some getting to the end of the Grand Prix. And what lap did Vettel just put in there? 26.3, pretty good. I think Vettel can do 2 more laps. We'll see. Here comes Norris. Here comes Norris with Ocon. Has to make the move. Doesn't manage it though. Well, how's Vettel doing? He's not putting in personal bests, but sector times, I think. Let's have a look. Is it where are our sector times here? a 30.2. Ocon 30.3. 30.4 for Norris. So Vettel is going quicker. 28.8. Let's have a look in the middle sector. What we manage. Oh, 28.2. Goodness me. Yeah, Vettel is starting to struggle. So let's hop on board with Vettel. He's going to do one more lap. He's done another 26.3. It's pretty good. And what are his tyres saying now? 35%. This might be the one. This might be the lap. Let's head on to the soft tyres. We're going to pit this lap.
Let's box.
Brand new soft tyres. Let's see how well he can do here. Obviously, he's going to be behind behind Norris, but we'll have to see. And let's head that down to aggressive on the way out.
Drop back a bit.
And harvest on the way in.
Copy.
So here we go. Let's conserve
Just
as
need to
well.
charge up.
Okay, copy.
So here comes Sebastian Vettel into the
Pit
pits.
lane.
Let's
Copy
get
that.
those
So use the pit limiter.
soft tyres on the car. We're away. 2.7. Norris is going to pass. There goes Norris. And that's going to be Bottas, I think. That's pretty decent. And let's push. Shall we deploy? Let's deploy for our outlap.
So use energy.
I'm looking at Norris, 83% on the soft tyres. Might struggle to get to the end of the race on that. And I'll look at sector times, particularly middle sector times. So Norris just put in a 30.1. What can... sorry, no, he hasn't. Norris will be coming through any second now. So you're going to put in a 28.7. What's Vettel putting in? .28.5. Good. So he is slightly quicker.
We have low battery.
Yeah, okay.
So might be able to go aggressive to the end of the Grand Prix. So let's keep an eye on the interval. 2.8 behind Bottas. And he's sort of 5 seconds behind the battle for 8th. How's Hulkenberg doing? He's P13 at the moment. Of course, going to the end of the Grand Prix on his tyres. We'll give him some creative license towards the end of the Grand Prix, because he is looking after his tyres pretty well. Oh, it's intense out there. It is intense. Let's see how Vettel can get on then. Can Vettel close in on Bottas on these fresh soft tyres? As soon as we're into DRS range, we need to harvest. And save ourselves some battery up. Closing in now. Not far away. .8, 1.7. It's going to be pretty close with Vettel and Bottas pretty soon. Still got better tyres than Norris. 1.5 the gap now. In theory, we're also catching up to Norris. Come on, Vettel. Let's get in that 1 second window. Starting to get that distant toe. Yep. Nearly there. Right now, let's harvest. Let's harvest that energy. Let's make sure we are fighting fit at the end of this Grand Prix. Can we get into that battle? Vettel's dropped off a bit. Still needs to harvest a little bit more energy. And then we need to get past Bottas and then we can deploy. That's the plan anyway. How's Norris's tyres doing? 60%. Right. Nearly there now, so... Right, let's hop on board. Needs to get closer to Bottas. He is edging, but not close enough. So now within a second, we need to get past Bottas with the DRS and then attack Norris. This is pretty close now. Surely going to get him on the run down to Parabolica, or at least on the run down to turn 1. So here we go. We are going to attack. And we are going to deploy now.
You can use energy.
Because we should be past Bottas.
That's it.
Let's see how quickly we can catch up to Lando Norris now.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Got to say, pretty quickly so far. .6 now the gap. 3.5 down to neutral. So look at tyre life. 52% for Lando Norris. It's going to be pretty close between now and the end of the Grand Prix, isn't it? How's Hulkenberg doing? 51% on his tyres. I think ultimately we want to deploy outside of
Can
DRS
use energy.
zones.
Use energy. You can use energy.
Yeah.
Back down to neutral. Starting to visibly catch Lando Norris. This is pressure now. Hulkenberg only a second ahead of Yuki Tsunoda as well, so we'll have to keep an eye on that battle. He's got DRS. I'm hoping he's going to get out of the way, and he does. That helps us out a bit. This little battle goes all the way up to 8th. Let's just hop on board and see exactly what's going on here. See, Vettel is really close in. I mean, these are battling hard. Vettel now within 2.5 of this group. There goes Sebastian Vettel. You can see him in the background, and that's the fastest lap for Sebastian Vettel. A 1:24.0. And that is going to put pressure on these guys in front. Can he get to within that 1 second window? He is definitely closing in. 1.8 seconds now, the gap. Tsunoda is battling with Hulkenberg. I think now might be the time to deploy.
That's a position gained for Alpha Tauri.
You need it.
Copy that.
Let's see, Vettel 1.6 behind. Ocon leading the way in this group. Vettel in the background now. This is going to be an intense end to the Grand Prix. Let's get my ugly bug on the screen, shall we? For these final few laps. It's going to be intense out there. Ooh. Norris is close. Vettel is just dropping off slightly.
Good job.
Now, tyres. What are we looking at with tyres? Gasly's looking the worst, to be fair.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
Hulkenberg back past Tsunoda. Come on, Vettel. Come on. We've got 7 laps to go, essentially, here. Oh, this is getting close now. And we are now officially within a second. What we are going to do is we're going to harvest up that energy while we are in the DRS window, because we should be able to stay close to them. We're going to hop on board with Sebastian Vettel. Let's get back into that DRS zone. This has been a really well-worked race so far. And considering we both started at the back, this ain't bad at all. Oh, right in this battle now. Look at this. Look at this. Right, let's drop back on the tyres.
Get back off.
Copy.
Just to try and save them for a big run. With about 3 laps to go. That's the plan. DRS should keep us close. Our tyres are in better nick. We shouldn't need to put as much into them to stay close to this battle. Look at this. We are now right behind the train all the way to 8th here. Somehow Gasly hasn't overtaken Ocon, even though he's got a rocket ship engine. Hulkenberg 10 seconds off Bottas now. Still battling with Tsunoda. I think we need to perhaps move that back down to neutral now. Otherwise he's going to run out of ERS. So, going to have another DRS straight here. Straight line speed wise, we're not doing too badly. I just can't believe we actually caught them up. The plan worked, harvesting behind Bottas, then deploy. And we're basically going to try that method again. Need to be patient. That's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for a chance here. Somebody's run wide in Sector 2. Probably Latifi, let's be honest. Oh, it was Max Verstappen, the race leader. Shall we have a look at that?
Let's take a closer look. Now here we see Max Verstappen.
So yeah, he ran wide into the gravel. It didn't really affect him too much.
That's going to be a big blow to the team.
That is interesting.
Will they be able to recover? We'll see.
Oh, the team shouldn't be too worried. They're still well ahead now. Let's have a look at tyres. Yeah, we are in a good position here, as Norris is having a little look at Esteban Ocon. Oh, and this could give us a chance here. Gonna go neutral, because we could have a chance on Lando Norris. No, not quite. Alright, let's keep that harvesting. We'll keep the plan going, because I want 3 laps of absolute full send. We are right in the slipstream of Lando Norris. DRS is enabled. Here we go, closing in. Not having a look this lap though. And we all collectively close back in on those guys at the front. This is intense now. Of course, want that ERS to be full. So we're on to 3 laps to go. Well, 4 laps to go, I guess. So we can afford 1 more lap of dawdling to make sure that we've got energy for a sprint. So we're going to wait until the DRS zone, and then we're going to absolutely send it. So tyres wise, ours are pretty much in the best shape. Hulkenberg on 39%. He should be okay as well, to be fair. So here we go. Get ready, folks. This is it. We deploy and we attack.
Use energy if you need it.
Here we go. Come on, Sebastian Vettel. Let's do this. Let's do this now. We've saved up our energy. We're trying to have a go. I'm going to go back to overtake. I feel like overtake is going to be better on these straights. Going to give you a little bit more power. DRS is open. It's just going to be so tight. That's the issue. Right, back down to neutral. Back down to neutral. Well, back to pretty much 99% there. On the ERS, let's deploy through the non...
Use energy if you need it. Use energy.
DRS places.
Okay.
Hulkenberg's still in a battle with Tsunoda, but I think he'll be okay now. Or rain or anything like that. Here we go. This has got to be a good chance, hasn't it? The problem is we're all so equal. Hitting the limiter there. Oh. Come on. Come on. Oh, this is going to be so close. Let's get on board. Get the television camera going. At the front here. Ocon leading the way in this battle. Can Vettel overtake? He's having another look here.
2 more laps. 2 more
Two
laps.
more laps to go. Vettel's going to have a look. Top on board with him. Goes round the outside of Norris. That's going to turn into the inside. Vettel's through. He's up to 10th. Now use the deployment. Let's close in on these punks up top. Let's go for this. We're going to go neutral now.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
It should give us a good chance now. Going up towards Ascari. Don't forget, we've got one more lap after this as well. Overtake. Come on. Can we get Gasly? Go for it. No, it's not happening. It's not happening. Gasly's harvesting. This is so intense. Oh, he's going to have DRS. If we can get past Gasly or Ocon on the straight, he's going to have a look down the inside. This is huge. What a move from Sebastian Vettel. Look at that. Vettel's through.
Last lap.
DRS enabled. And then we're going to deploy. After that, oh, no, I think we wait. I think we wait. Oh, Gasly nearly went into the back of Ocon. We've got half a lap of deployment. Let's do it. Let's go for it.
Still a lot to play for.
Hulkenberg is going to go for it as well. Last lap.
They'll come to us.
Yeah.
Can Hulkenberg, can
energy.
Vettel get past Ocon for 8th place? This has been a brilliant race so far. Max Verstappen wins the Italian Grand Prix. We are now behind Esteban Ocon. Remember, Vettel started from the back of the grid.
Over the finish line, and today's winner.
Overtake enabled. DRS enabled. Vettel overtakes Ocon. Absolutely unbelievable. Sebastian Vettel is up to 8th place. That is strategy personified.
Looks
We
like
still
Aston
have the
Martin
fastest
has just
lap of the
gained
race as well.
position.
And we're going to swing round the final corner. Barring any mistakes, Vettel is going to get 5 points today for Aston Martin and take us above Haas in the constructors. He comes up to the line. Sebastian Vettel finishes in 8th. That was awesome. Come on.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Brilliant. Take all the pickup on the way in.
Oh. Now Hulkenberg. Can he get past Sonoda?
All the pickup you can.
Let's pop him on to overtake.
Use overtake.
I don't think so. He finishes 14th. Unlucky for Nico Hulkenberg. What cost him today was a lock-up. But Sebastian Vettel, what a performance. What a man. And what a race. 8th place from the back of the grid. Whew. Yes. Very, very good. Very good.
Sebastian Vettel sure knows how to show Formula One fans a good time. Great work. Today, Aston Martin demonstrated that they can go very far indeed.
This was thrilling to watch. They've done an excellent job and they deserve all the plaudits.
And as this race weekend comes to a close, the team is 8th in the constructor standings.
Meet us next at the Marina Bay Circuit for a breathtaking race through the streets of Singapore.
Well, we're back in Singapore in a couple of weeks' time, but the triple header finishes with another points finish. Sebastian Vettel finishes in 8th place with the fastest lap as well, and that just shows the credentials that we have for the second half of the season. With our upgrades, I think we've done a good job in that department. I am thrilled to bits with Vettel. Max Verstappen wins ahead of Charles Leclerc in 2nd. Perez finishes 3rd. Sainz 4th. Alonso finishes an excellent 5th. Hamilton 6th. Russell 7th. With Vettel 8th. Ocon 9th. And Pierre Gasly in P10. Nico Hulkenberg, a tough race today, but finishes in 14th. Decent stuff. And stays on the lead lap, which is all good. Now, into the driver's standings. Vettel still in 12th place on equal points with Kevin Magnussen. And what that means for the constructors is we are now level with Haas. That is huge, because we should pass them by the end of the season now, I feel. And that is going to be awesome. If we can finish 7th this season, I would be really, really happy with that. So, yeah, very, very good to see the constructors looking that positive. Let's head in. Vettel's surely got to have a development point. Yes, he does. What about Hulkenberg? Surely he does as well. Yes, he does. What about Drugovich? Surely he does as well. Not quite. But there you go. That was a perfect weekend for us. Yeah, you just got to say, absolutely top job, Sebastian Vettel, to get from the back of the grid to race to there. And, you know, some of them laps he was pumping in when he was closing in to the back of that group. That was just awesome to watch. And to obviously get the fastest lap of the race is exactly what you want to see. So, manufacturing complete. We got a new front wing in the house, which is what we like to see. Of course, we got some development points. We'll look at that in the next episode. But things are looking on the up for us as a team. As I say, that was absolutely brilliant. We're going to find out the regulations vote result as well to see if that cost cap is going to come down a little bit. We've got some scouting updates to come. Our race simulator upgrade is going to be complete. Our design facility, I assume, is going to be complete very soon. 16 days time. So it should be fixed by the next Grand Prix in Marina Bay, which is 3 weeks time. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting between now and the end of the season. Max Verstappen looking like he's gonna take the title. Leclerc 10 points ahead of Sainz. Perez a very distant 4th at the moment. Hamilton 5th ahead of Russell. Fernando Alonso definitely best of the rest as it stands. I think Vettel can finish 11th. That would be nice. If we can get Hulkenberg a few more points as well, of course, that would be brilliant. Hopefully at the next Grand Prix we can qualify a little bit better. And at the very least that means we don't have to overtake so many people in the race. But wow. Wow. What an awesome episode. It is just getting better and better. So I really hope that you're enjoying it as much as me. If you are, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager content. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.